What's up, ladies and gentlemen, Stefman here to show you a new FPS that we've just got on the dashboard. The game is called Skill Special Forces 2. You'll see the annotation bar on the left hand side. Click number 1 to skip to the map section, number 2 to skip to the game features section, and number 3 to see my overall favourite game mode and map. And as always, you can click the X to hide the annotation bar. I'll see you on the flip side. So maps, you want maps? Well, Skill has maps. It has 13 maps in total at the minute and receives new maps regularly by patches. So let's have a look at a few of the maps. You've got Building Site, you've got Cathedral, Coal Poison, Dam, Desert Camp, Hangar, Hexa, Hospital, Missile, Power Station, Russian Factory, Ryokan, Satellite, Shanghai and Station. That is a large variety of maps, so you've got everything there from hospital environments to office environments, desert environments, urban environments. What more could you ask for? Because let's face it, who doesn't like a little bit of map variety? How boring is it to play the same map over and over? And one of the interesting things about this game is some of the maps feature destructible terrain, which you'll see a hell of a lot in section 3, which highlights my favourite map, which is Hexa. So look out for that. Mechanics wise, I'm going to touch briefly on the destructible environment. So you've got obviously the walls that go boom, you've got special explosive canisters placed here and there that will go boom, and lots of lovely little perks. But let's get into section 2, which is mechanics, and talk a little bit deeper about how the game works and what it's built on and what the focus seems to be, because it's definitely very, very balanced. So let's talk a little bit about mechanics. So obviously within the game, because it's free to play, you've got a cash shop with a large variety of guns, but all them guns can also be earned via in-game currency, except things they call VIP weapons. These VIP weapons unlock when you get a subscription, and as your subscription totals up during the months, then you unlock higher and higher guns. But I would say there is very little pay to win here. All the guns seem to be very nicely balanced. There's a few that I'm a little bit iffy about, such as the P90, which doesn't seem to have quite enough kick for me. But overall, they've done a really good job of balancing the weapons, because weapon balance is one of the hardest things in any FPS. So let's look at one of the other sort of cash shop items that you can get within the game. This is the capsule market. The capsule market is basically a lucky box like you get in any other game. Any MMO that's free to play has these sort of lucky boxes you can find within the game world and then buy a key to unlock, or vice versa. So these really just seem to offer a lot of cosmetic stuff. So like you can get the gold M4A1 Supreme and the RPK74 Drake, which is basically a really weird sort of sharky pattern that they put onto it. But on top of that, you can also get in-game currency to buy weapons, XP boosters, cosmetics, SP boosters, all that sort of thing. So there's not a major lot going on there that I've got to complain about. The other thing in the game is there is a clan system. Now, I haven't explored this in great detail, so I don't really want to go into it, but I'll have a look at it over the next few days and maybe make another video if it's interesting. But I expect it is the standard clan system you would find in any sort of online FPS game. So let's get into section 3, which features my favourite map ever. This is what makes this game so fun for me, because this is something that I've never seen in an FPS before. It's like spleefing in Minecraft with guns and power-ups. How cool is that? So let's have a little look at the video footage and we'll talk a little bit about my favourite game mode. So Hexa, what the hell is Hexa mode? I bet you've got no idea, because I've not seen this in an FPS before. It very much reminds me of spleefing in Minecraft, as funny as that sounds. Basically how the level works is you've got 3 planes, and each of these planes is made of glass hexagons essentially, and as well as just killing the player outright with a pistol, you can shoot these hexagons and break them, and it basically breaks like glass and the player will fall through to the next level. And if the player falls through all 3 levels, there's a big spike pit at the bottom. But it gets even better from here, because in that spike pit is a load of little pads, and these are jump pads, so you can hit one of these jump pads, shoot in the air and get back to the top floor, which makes for some really interesting dynamic combat on multiple tiers that I haven't seen a lot of. Battlefield 3 does a little bit of it, but this is just all out crazy. It's just an amazing game mode that's very, very unique and gets me very, very excited. On top of this, all players start with only a pistol, and in the centre room there's power-ups where you can get things like crossbows, shotguns, hatchets you can throw, all sorts of really cool items that can give you the winning advantage within the game if you hit the right item, or they can be your detriment if you get an item that you're not very competent with. For me, I'm really bad with crossbows, but I love sort of throwing the hatchets around and stuff. That's really cool to me. So that is Hexa in a nutshell. Check out some of the footage, I'll leave it on for another minute or so, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember, you can play this game for free by going to the link in the description of this video, and if anybody else would like to make videos on skill and include a link of their own, then go over to dashboard.tm where you can sign up for an account with any.tv and have your own personal links generated, so you, like me, can make a little bit of revenue from the play now links. I'll catch you in the next video, folks. Thanks for watching.